the Watertown side, look for Cathy Guden, a midfielder who is potent both offensively and defensively.
Cathy has outstanding field hockey reputation. She has been a Boston Globe All-Star since her sophomore year. At this point, she has incredible 22 goals from the midfield link position.
Eileen Donahue, head coach of Watertown, looking for her 45th consecutive win. Long shot toward midfield. Here's another look at that last play. Kajosian found Guden breaking.
Right, here she goes. Here goes Cathy, showing one-handed great control there, okay, and her quickness, taking a look. Here comes the goalie coming out, playing it like she should to reduce the angle. She had no choice but to quick.
This next inductee is on a very short list of the extraordinary athletes who ever played here. Cathy Guden Bailey, class of 1990. Cathy grew up the only daughter in a family of 5. Her dad, Joe, was a St. Patrick's and Holy Cross athlete. Her mom, Ann, was not an athlete, but just about the sweetest person that anybody has ever met. By the time she reached Watertown High School, Cathy was already known as a force to be reckoned with. Her freshman year, she was a varsity starter on the softball, basketball, and field hockey teams. That first field hockey team won the 1986 state championship, and Cathy played no small part in that as a freshman. She scored 2 goals in a 5-0 win over Burlington that clinched the playoff spot, and she scored the game-winning goal in a 2-0 shutout of Manchester that won the state semifinals. This was just the beginning of this superb athlete. In her 4 years at Watertown High School, the field hockey squad won 3 state championships. She led the Middlesex League in scoring for 3 of those years, and each was honored as a league all-star, league MVP, and a consensus all-scholastic. Her senior season, 1989, the Boston Globe named her the state's all-scholastic player of the year. She was a gold medalist at that year's Bay State Games and a silver medalist at the 1988 Junior Olympics. Cathy was a 4-year starter and Middlesex League All-Star for the Red Raider basketball and softball teams. Her Middlesex League co-MVP season in 1990, she led the softball team to its first ever state tournament bid. And after her graduation, Cathy's number was lofted to the gymnasium rafters, making her only one of 4 in the history of the high school: Billy Hatton, Paul Basile, Bob Capadonna, and Cathy Guden, to have her number retired. Cathy graduated from Watertown High in 1990 with honors. She laid the groundwork for a college career at Providence College. Her freshman year at Providence, she picked right up where she left off, earning the first of 4 consecutive Big East Conference All-Star honors. Her sophomore season, she led the Friars in scoring and was named a second-team All-American. Her junior and senior years, she was a first-team All-American. And in 1993, the Big East Player of the Year and the Rhode Island Association for Intercollegiate Athletics Female Athlete of the Year. She topped off her Providence career with the Paul Connolly Sportsmanship Award in 1994. And through it all, she would be described by teammate after teammate after teammate as an exceptional team player. Cathy Guden didn't have many role models as a youngster growing up. Not a lot of opportunities for young women in sport. She, however, became a powerful role model for a generation of Watertown female athletes. On a short list of the truly best of the best in this Hall of Fame, I introduce the great All-Scholastic and All-American Cathy Guden, class of 1990. Please stand.
I've had a lot of presentation classes over the years, and every single teacher that I've had during these classes had said, you should start off a speech with some type of joke, comic strip, trick. So there I was last night thinking, what can I do? What can I do to catch the audience's attention? And, well, I thought it's an athletic event, so I'm not sure if any of you saw the trick that I performed out in the cocktail hour, but I swallowed an NBA-sized basketball. So I'm going to keep my speech nice and short, and hopefully I'm going to keep you awake, because at the conclusion of my speech, what I'm going to do is reproduce that basketball. So hopefully I'm going to keep your attention for a little while. On a serious note, I'd like to thank the committee. This is such a great honor and privilege. Also, I would like to thank all of you for joining us here today, especially my family and friends who have come out here for this event. I truly appreciate your support. As I said, it's such a great honor and privilege to be inducted with my fellow nominees tonight, as well as some of my past coaches and teammates. To name a few, Eileen Donahue, Frank Cousino, Lisa Baradinelli, Cara Romanelli, and also for the past inductees. There are 4 important parties that I'd like to thank, for without them I would not be here today. As Mr. Norton said, I was a member of the basketball, field hockey, and softball teams. And you can see that there's a common denominator there in the fact that I played on team sports. And that's essentially what's important. I would like to thank my teammates, for without them I wouldn't be here tonight. And some of them are here, I'd like to recognize them. Lisa Baradinelli, Cheryl Hunt, Mary Lenahan, Kristen Ciccarelli. While individual accomplishments are great, there's really nothing that compares to a team accomplishment and being part of a team. The second party I'd like to thank are my high school coaches who inspired me and taught me many important life lessons. Frank Cousino, he taught me to always have fun. Eileen Donahue, the importance of teamwork. John Myers, the importance of being disciplined. Denise Nugent, that hard work pays off. And Charlie Vento, that practice makes perfect. The third party I would like to thank are my brothers. You know, it's funny, during my career I had a lot of people come up and ask me, how did you get involved in sports? Well, I'll be honest, there's no way around it. It's survival of the fittest with 4 brothers. So I appreciate the fact that my brothers would let me join in all of the games. They let their little sister come in and play, when for some of their friends that probably wouldn't be a cool thing to do. So I thank you. Last but not least, I want to thank my parents, Joe and Ann Guden. I appreciate now more than ever all of the sacrifices that they have made to allow my brothers and I to live the life that we had. They have always been extremely supportive on whatever I have done, and I truly appreciate everything that you have done, and I love you very much. Now, as I said, I'm sure you appreciate that I've kept my speech relatively short. I don't have an IAN on the end of my name, so that probably played a role. You know, but I didn't keep my speech short to just satisfy the audience. I guess you've probably figured out by now, I didn't swallow an NBA-sized basketball. My husband, Tim, and I are expecting our first child actually any day or any hour. And pardon the no nylons, I just couldn't do it on a 90-degree day. I now realize that athletics was such an important part of my life, and I only hope that our child will appreciate and have the passion for athletics. It's had such an impact on my life, and as I said, it's been a great experience. Once again, thank you for this honor and privilege. I truly appreciate it, and thank you for your time and staying awake. Good night.